Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Norizati and today I'm going to be your chef and we are going to make cake carrot walnut. So as we can see here, first thing first we need all-purpose flour, sugar, granulated sugar, brown sugar, carrots, for pieces of eggs, raisin, walnut and soda bicarbonate, salt, vanilla extract. But we call this corn oil. So this is the base for the cake recipe. We are going to start with it. First we need all-purpose flour. We need about 2 cups of this. Then that should be enough. We need 2 teaspoons of it. This was mine. And 2. Alright. Then we need half of the teaspoon for the salt. There. So we need to mix it to make it. Then now we need corn oil for about 1 and 4/4 of cup. Let me there. There you go. Stir it well. Then you need to add the granulated sugar and the brown sugar in the mixture. It takes about 200 grams of each. So you need to add the granulated sugar first and then mix it well. Then you can add the brown sugar. So then we need to add some more sugar, which is to make it more sweet.
The next step.
After you mix the mixture just now, then you will get it will be like this. So now we add the vanilla extract. Vanilla extract, I suggest you to put in around 1 teaspoon. But if you want to make cake more aromatic, you can add some more vanilla extract.
The next morning.
Then we need for large egg. I'm recommended B type of eggs because since it's large and it should be enough for our cake. If you want to use C grade of egg, you need to add 1 more egg. Make sure there's some eggshells in the mixture.
12 seconds later.
And now we can add our peeled carrot. So I use about 300 grams. So I use 3 carrot to get this, so you can add little by little to make it more well.
20 minutes later. One hour later. Two hours later.
After you mix up all the carrot, it should be looks like this. Looks very thick, right? So it can be very thick, and you need to. Now we add up some raisins. It can be any amount that you want. So I'll be using around 125 grams of raisins, since I want to make it less sweeter, since I add up a lot of sugar.
2 hours later.
Now the main menu of all this is the chopped walnut. So you must chop it roughly to make it more not too chunky when you eat the cake. So yeah.
3 hours later.
That's all. Then we mix together all together. So now we're going to put the mixture in the pan. So I will be using a round and 6-inch pan. So I'm really going to make it in 2 sections to make it the cake well balanced bake. One last mix. And now we can pour it in the pan.
6.5 hours later.
So there's 2 pan of the cake mixture. So we need to wait for the oven to get heat. So I'll be heating the oven first around 10 minutes for 150 degrees. Then we can put the pan in the oven. So yeah. So now I'll be putting the pan in the oven that already been heat for 150 degrees for around 10 minutes. So there we go. So you need to set it up around 180 degrees for 30 or 45 minutes. You need to check it out every time it's. You need to check it out when the cake already been cooked with anything. And when you stick it in the cake, and when you pull it out, there's no any leftover on the thing that you use. Just wait for it. So while we're waiting for the cake to be baked enough, so now we are going to make the topping. So I will be using the cream cheese around 250 grams and whipping cream to make it even thicker, and not to forget about our powder sugar, which is icing sugar. So let's start with the cream cheese first. So you need to cut it off.
6 hours later.
There we go. So now we're going to pour. Before that, we should mash it up for make it softer. We don't want it to be a lot of lumpy in our cream.
72 hours later.
So you need to use the whipping cream around 50 ml. So let's make first. The whipping cream also we need to make sure it's in a room temperature. So it will will not freeze up if you when you use the whipping cream.
3 weeks later.
After that, we need to add icing sugar for 1 and 1/4 cup of the sugar. There is 1/4 cup of the sugar. It's really hot in here.
Many months later.
I can see the cream become thicker than before since we add the whipping cream and the sugar.
2,000 years later.
There we go. That's really nice texture as you can see in here. So it will should be fine when you use it as the icing to put it on top of the cake. So we let it rest for a while, then we will use it on the. So here the cakes that we already been waiting for. This soup. So I'll bake like I said before. I'll bake it into portions, so it will be easier to cook and easy to use. So see. There's first one. Hey, wait. I need to make sure you pull out the sheets that we use first. Okay. So I will break it into 2 levels. Which is first, this one is the base one and this one is the top one. So I want to use it on the between these two. So I will use the cream cheese just now we made in between of these 2 layers. So we'll put it like this. So it come all the way from at here. So we spread it with the spatula. Already put the first layer. Now we are going to put the second layer, which is the second cake. So make sure to pull out this one first, okay? Just remember that. We're putting it on top of this cake. This. There we go. So now we are going to make it all around the cake.
Several bad puns later.
So you need to spread it out. So after this, we are going to do the topping first. So I will be using this knife. I will use cashew that I already chopped into the small pieces like this. So I will be putting on the cake.
1 eternity later.
Here's the result for the cake carrot walnut. So there, you can make it yourself at home. Bye. Thank you.